This video will get more hits than anything I could ever even dream of putting up. Look at that little ass thing.
We got that sent us and we were on acid.
Look at that. That is the littlest. That's just like a swollen clit, basically. It looks like an acorn. Look at that guy.
This is one of the funniest things.
Jesus Christ.
And I can't put it on Twitter because they'll throw me off for sure. They will throw you off for sure. This will cancel my Twitter subscription for sure.
After the balls, you think they just have you on a list?
Oh, yeah, they're watching me now. People ratted me out.
Oh, they did? What, they report you or something?
Oh, fuck yeah. They reported.
And did they notify you that they're watching, or are they just watching?
You know what? Belichick is like Hitler's nephew. That's right, cocksuckers.
That fucking video.
It's painful, but it's hysterical at the same time. I sent it to some people who just did not appreciate it. Like 2 people called me back and they're like, Joey, what the fuck? Yeah, Lee, take this motherfucker over.
Okay. This podcast is brought to you by Next Issue. Next Issue is the mobile app that lets you tap directly into the world's most popular magazines anytime, anywhere, using your phone or tablet. The best part is Next Issue is offering a free trial right now when you go to nextissue.com/Joey. So go to nextissue.com/Joey. They have all your favorite magazines, ESPN the magazine, and they're full color. They're great, and they have some magazines even have bonus video content. Go to nextissue.com/Joey. Show is also brought to you by naileditlife.com. Go to naileditlife.com. Use code word Joey Diaz to get 20% off of your first order. And if you live in California, they are also the makers of Los Gumis Hermanos. Go to hitecigs.com. That's hit letter E cigs.com. Better tasting, longer lasting. The proof is in the vape. They have e-cigarettes and e-cigars. And use code word Joey's Church to get 5 for $50. And go to onnit.com and use code word church to get 10% off all of the great optimization products like Alpha Brain, New Mood, ShroomTech Immune, and ShroomTech Sport.
Oh, shit. Sunday night. New England covers the spread in more ways than one. October 18th. It's Monday morning for you motherfuckers. You're starting this week off with a fucking bang. What? Oh, shit. Black people with fucking bongs. Stop it. Kick it. Kick it, Lee. You know, I was like in the 8th grade when this came out. How lucky was I? Kick it, Lee. Kick it, kick it. Kick this motherfucker. Ryan Sickler's now. Fucking tremendous. 8th grade when this came out. I remember going to like other high schools, like, kick it, Lee. Don't turn this motherfucker off, Lee. I'll fucking stab you.
See, you're lucky you got this Cool in the Gang. The Cool in the Gang I got was Cherish. Remember that one?
Oh
Cherish the Love and all that shit.
No.
That's Cool in the Gang I got.
This is fresh.
But then
out
when
of
Pulp
fucking
Fiction,
Jersey.
was it Pulp Fiction that brought this back? That's what introduced me to this Cool in the Gang.
This is fucking tremendous.
I knew the wrong Cool in the
Kick
Gang.
it, Lee. Here we go. Hit it. Kick it, Lee. That's fucking tremendous shit. That's fucking heavy duty. Ryan Sickler, Lee Syatt, the Church of What's Happening Now. What's happening, gentlemen?
Had a fucking good weekend. How are you
Right.
doing?
I heard you drove up north.
Yeah, I had a great week. Someone started listening to the podcast and invited me to they homeschool their kids and they're starting a podcast studio. So I went and set it up for them. It was a lot of fun. It was great. They treated me really nice. Got me a really nice hotel. Went out for dinner.
You got your fruit basket?
Yeah.
Forget about it.
We don't stop. It was
In
great.
a hotel room at night, rubbing your feet.
Barely. I was there for like at most like 36 hours. But it blew me away. Like they're both 13, and it blew me away how much I don't know that's popular right now. And all I could think about was comedians. Like, do you guys ever like? I'm only what am I? 9 years out of high school. Yeah, 9 years, and I'm totally out of the loop now. Do you guys like make it a point to find out what's like current and keep like.
Yeah. I just was at home reading fucking mechanics and shit like that, trying to find out what the new trend is. That's what I do all day. I sit around looking for the new hot fucking thing. Lee, I know nothing. I'm a fucking half an ape. I know nothing. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't even have a microphone. I don't know nothing. Do you understand me? I don't know what's going on. That's great that you got exposed to that, and that's what Ray Canella said. Ray Canella is a friend of the podcast, a kid I grew up with. I was in a band with him in the 6th grade. He worked for Sci-Fi.
What was your band's name?
You Suck. That was the name, all right? Right away, you gotta hit me up with names. Everybody wants fucking names.
I figured you guys had a good one.
No, we had no fucking name. We were lip syncing, singing the Beatles over fucking music with the Jackson 5, like 4 fucking momos. But my point being, he said that he kept watching his kids watching TV. And it was completely different. They watched television a different way. They watched it on demand or something. And he went to Sci-Fi and kept telling them things are changing. And Sci-Fi was like, nah, we're going to keep doing it. So he quit and he fucking started this YouTube channel for horror people. And he's doing great with it. $7 a month, unlimited horror. He gets it from all over the world. He's been a horror buff since we were growing up. That was his thing. He went to the movies in Jersey City, and he'd tell you, and you're like, Jesus. But he was such a nice guy, and he had such a passion for what he did. And now he's making a living from just because he saw the future. So even as a comic, I'm very fortunate, you are too, that we're part of the podcast thing.
Oh,
I look at
absolutely.
a lot of comics still and go, you don't have a podcast and you're not part of one. You know, right now you're suspect. Even if your podcast sucks, you're suspect because you don't have one. People are like, why wouldn't you have a fucking podcast? Everybody has a podcast, or at least is trying to put one together or is a part of one or calls one in. If you're a comedian, I'm not talking about if you're, a stockbroker working 12-hour days busting your ass while fucking assholes like me and making people laugh. You guys work for real. You got no fucking time.
It's just crazy how much competition there's for kids, like how much they have to know now. Like when I was talking to the parents, I brought up Cassius Morris and how he's been doing it since he was 10, and like part of what I was doing up there was training like the 13-year-old girls to run the board and do everything that we're doing, and and they're already animating stuff, and it's just crazy how much stuff there is for them now, and how great, like if you started a podcast, like you said, you met somebody this weekend who's been following you for 15 years. If there's a comedian now who's 16 or 18 and starts a podcast, by the time he gets to be 30, he'll definitely have people who were there from the beginning.
How fucking crazy is that? I got a call from Roger Paul maybe 16 years ago. Roger Paul's a fucking kinky guy, and whenever the phone rings, there's always going to be a by the way. So they want to hire you in Milwaukee. I had worked with a guy on a Yoda run.
Wait.
Okay.
What's a Yoda run?
Yoda is a guy out of Michigan.
Oh, Yoda.
And,
Okay.
and 10 years ago, the father, old man Yoda, 15, 20 years ago, if you're a comic and you were from the Midwest, it was them and somebody else. But Yoda controlled the Midwest. Whether you were dirty or clean, if he liked you, you covered your nut. He had 63 rooms and 22 weeks. Like all those cities in Michigan, there was a comedy club that he booked. That's it. And they were all, some were B rooms, some were fucking D rooms, some were A rooms. And he had Buffalo, he had Cleveland. I mean, he had so many rooms. So I did a Yoda run, and I met this dude from Milwaukee. And I said, what do I got to do to get into that room in Milwaukee? And he goes, I recommend you. And 3 months later, some guy calls me and says, hey, they're looking for you to see if you want to work that room. So I went up there in the dead of the winter, February, Valentine's Day weekend, like that weekend. Oh, my God. The by the way was the condo. It looked like the Munsters. I mean, from the front. It even had the gate and shit, the whole fucking deal, everything. Oh, my God. I've talked about this. It was just horrific. But anyway, when I was up there that time, I met the lady who actually books that. And she used to book that room at the time in Appleton. She's still around. Her daughter's now a booker in that area. Very small venues, colleges, shit like that. So when she offered me the week, She said, if you come in Tuesday, I got a show I do at Marquette. You could do the show, $125, one of those deals, you know. So I went and did the show, and in those days, all I did was snort blow and hang out at the store. That's it. So my whole comedy routine was about fiending and looking out windows, and you know, and nobody was laughing. But no, I don't remember. I do not remember. I don't even listen sometimes. I can't even hear whether people laughing. I knew it wasn't my audience. But now, this weekend in Minneapolis, some kid pulls me aside for the Friday night early show and says that he was there that night, and he came to the comedy club that weekend to see me, and he remembered the girl with the red hair. And it was just really nice that he was like, I made a mental note. I always knew you would do something. It was very nice.
That is nice.
You don't bump into people like that anymore.
No. I made a mental note of you a while ago. I mean, I've known you, but I've always sort of kept to myself. We've done several shows together, but there was one we did, the Hollywood Improv years ago, and a girl went up, and she was pretty dirty, and you followed her, and you got up and you said, that's the type of chick that'll let you fuck her in the ass, pull it out, and suck it. And then the crowd went nuts, and you laughed. But that was your way of saying, like, I loved her. You know, that's what you said after. Like, I loved her. I loved her. Dude, I laughed so fucking hard at that for like 5 goddamn minutes because it's probably 100% true. So funny.
Oh, my God.
That was your just walk up and say it off the top of your head. And it was so
sometimes you got to break a room up.
It was perfect.
Listen, unless you're fucked up, you always, if you have that little sarcasm gene, there's things people say that no matter what age they say it, something comes to your mind and you want to crack a joke, whether it's to yourself, whether it's to the room, whatever the fuck it is, you know. Today the baby was looking at me and she kept looking at me going, blow, daddy. Blow. And I'm like, in 20 years, you won't be saying, you know, like you think of things like that.
Yeah.
You know, a hot girl goes up on a stage. Her tits are out. She's talking about getting fucked in the ass. You're sitting there. You're a man. Even if you're on a date, what are you thinking about? Fucking her in the ass and sticking your dick in her mouth. All I'm doing is going on stage and saying what you're thinking.
That's
the
what
reason
they love.
why I got to laugh was because this is, as I walked out, this was what everybody was fucking thinking. Everybody was fucking thinking, oh, my God. You know, who knows? I hate when comics go up with the set routine. Sometimes you have to react to the fucking room.
Yeah, I agree with
You
that.
have to
100%.
react to the
You must
room as a
react to
comedy.
it.
There's comedy. There's natural comedy in the room. Nothing bothers me more when I see something coming. There's always, even in just regular conversation sometimes, there's a great comedic banter in a conversation, energy that somebody else might not be laughing, but you might. You ever feel that?
Oh,
you ever
yeah.
feel that lately?
all the time.
A little comedy, light banter that you're like, oh my God, that thing in a movie was such a brilliant conversation they had. You know, it was so, as people say.
That's the stuff that makes me laugh most that you say now. Because I'll come and see shows a lot, so I'll get to know some bits. But the stuff that makes me laugh is the stuff that you just say that you'll never say again.
Yeah, that's those are my favorite people in the world. Like, my grandmother and her sisters were the same way. I couldn't wait to hear what, like, you know, we've all been through situations, but I couldn't wait to hear their response to that situation. You know what I mean? Much like what he's saying with you, like, you want to hear what you're going to say next. People really enjoy, the whatever it is behind it, the sarcasm, the smart-assness, the funny, the clever. You know, because the other thing too is, as comedians, we say what people are thinking, but I think it's our job to say that same thing in a way they've never thought of saying that. Does that make sense?
Yes, no,
Yeah.
that makes a lot of sense.
So it's 100% relatable, but maybe you picked the right word here, or, you know, chose it to say it this way instead, and so it still hits home. But it's like, wow, because I think it's our job to write beyond that. I think if someone pays you to see that, if I'm going to relate to you, I should be able to say it to you in a way maybe you hadn't thought about saying it, but you get my point exactly. That makes sense.
Absolutely. You're freaking me out of here.
You look good too, Joey Diaz.
So do you. Everybody's looking
do.
good. Lisa, I got some sun to him and shit. This weekend up there in the Southern Resort, whatever the fuck you were. I had a good time in Minneapolis. That's a great little fucking room, man.
I hear it, yeah.
They're super nice people. Some guy gave me maple syrup and rice, and then he wrote me a note, but he didn't write me his fucking name. I can't even give him a fucking shout out.
He gave you syrup and rice?
Oh
Was it cooked rice or was it just a bag of
like
each?
in a bag to cook it. Then some other guy gave me 2 hits of acid. People ask me if I want to do meth. That's a crazy fucking
You guys are
time.
gonna send me to the.
I lost the acid. I
fucking the
can't
crazy
find it. It was
house.
in my wallet somewhere. I don't know what I did with it.
Oh my god.
I'll bump into that someday when you're in an airport
Yeah.
stuck. You stick your head in one of your compartments, and there it is, a hit of acid, and you got a 9-hour stop, and you got some e-cigs, you got a vapor pen. Fuck it, you go for broke, Jack.
I told you. Look, here it is. I smoke weed, obviously, but drugs they've always scared me from me. But in the right situation.
What's the worst drug you've ever done?
I mean, outside of weed, the only 2 drugs I've ever done are shrooms one time, and I did ecstasy like twice.
What'd you think of
And the
ecstasy?
first time it didn't work. The second time, a girlfriend I was dating from Argentina gave me that. We went and rented a cabin up in Big Bear. That was one of the greatest nights of my life. I mean, it was.
How long were you high for?
Oh, hours, 5 hours maybe. And I mean, I understood finally because everyone kept describing to me what it did and how it felt. And finally, when I felt that permanent smile get plastered on my face, I was like, oh, this is what it is. And it was just, that was a lot of fun. But shrooms to me, I enjoyed that shit for like 45 minutes. And then I was just like, all right, I want this, enough. Get it out of me. Get it out of me. You know, I always, if I ever, I don't know, most of the time I don't get high. I just, smoke. And I relax. And then you just dissipate and float out of it. But with shrooms, that shit just hung around, and I wanted it to be over. I was like, enough of this.
Last Sunday we did a hit of acid on the show, and it was pretty intense. It got pretty intense at moments. It was, and it was fun. And I had to leave because if not, we would have stayed here till 6 in the morning. Like, that's how you feed an acid trip, is with people talking, conversation, and smoking weed. And I don't know if I could have gone out publicly like I used to.
You could go out publicly on acid?
When I was 16, where
Really?
would you go? I didn't have a house. I lived with some people, but I couldn't stay in and watch TV with them and do a hit of acid. So you met 4 of your friends, and you took a hit of acid at 7:30. That meant by 11, you're burning. You are burning. And
How
you're
old are you?
16, 17, and you're behind the high school looking.
See, I would have come with you, but I would have been scared to death to do
looking
the acid.
at the
but I'd be
clouds.
there.
We'd get, in those days, you bought $25, got you like 30 joints. So you rolled them up. You rolled up 30 joints before you went out, so everybody knew where they stood. Like, we're not going home till we smoke 30 fucking joints. Like, that's crazy. And sometimes we'd smoke 25 and we'd each take a joint home for the morning. Like that. We were tight. But that was it. But we went out till 4 or 5 in the morning. When you tripped your fucking balls
I don't
off
think I'd like that.
walking around. Or we do what we did the other night and go to the midnight movie. That's a blast.
It's not. You don't freak out sitting in a movie theater.
No, in fact,
Can you even concentrate on the movie?
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
the movie sucks you in.
Okay.
The colors are brighter. At least that's what.
Yeah, at one point the movie will just suck you in. At first you'll be like, I wouldn't take Lee to see like the Rocky Horror Picture Show
Oh, that was terrible.
because I'd kick him. I'd stab him while we were sitting there and go crazy.
I
Get me
feel
the
like
fuck out of here.
I feel like you'd kill people at the Rocky Horror Picture
Yeah,
Show.
no,
Like I went once and they got so excited. They were like jumping up in their seats.
A girl broke up with me over not going to the Rocky Horror Picture Show. We weren't even boyfriend, girlfriend.
Well, how old were you?
I was 19. She was 27. She was my neighbor. She was an Italian girl from Milwaukee, and she had a sister, Tia, Mia, something, and she used to cut my hair, man. I was a 19-year-old kid. I just moved from Jersey to Basalt, Colorado. Holland Hills. I'm living in Holland Hills in a house with 4 fucking bedrooms and 3 guys that are fucking each bench pressing 480. You know, one of them went back to live. His mom had a heart attack, so he left. And the one guy that was a garbage man, he was a garbage man in Aspen, and he'd come home every night with skis and shit like that. It was a pretty bizarre time. I was a young kid. I was fresh out of New York. Everything I looked at had a price tag. You know, I was a shark, man. I was a fucking shark. But these girls lived next door to me. And they were very nice. They'd come over and they'd make dip, and they were like Green Bay Packer fans, and we'd watch football and blah, blah, blah. And the girl said, I cut hair. The older one's like, I cut hair. So I went over there one day and she's cutting my hair, blah, 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 okay. And then, we were just friends. And then sometimes I would go to her where she worked at a wine shop called the Grog Shop. I still remember. And I would meet her and she would give me a ride, what's called Down Valley. Like if you work in Aspen, you have to go down Valley, you have to go past Snowmass, past Old Snowmass, into Basalt and Woody Creek and all that shit. So, we would just flirt. And one night I asked her blatantly, I said, she goes, what's your ice? Oh, she was cutting my hair and I put my hand under her skirt. And she goes, what's your problem? And I go, I like you. I got a crush on you. She goes, just say so. Just don't put your hand under my skirt. That's not gentlemanly. She goes, what do you want to do? You want to take me on a date? You just want to fuck? Just tell me your intentions. It was that blatant. Like, it was that blatant. And I go, I really don't know. I don't know. I thought I'd take you to a movie or something. And she goes, I'll date you, but you got to move out of next door. She goes, I can't date a neighbor. It'll never happen. And I was moving anyway. We were moving at the end of the month. So I waited till July 1st. And I hitchhiked down there. This is the savage I am. Yeah. I fucking hitchhiked down there at 10 o'clock at night. And I just knocked on her screen door. And she's like, what are you doing here? I go, I moved out. I'm ready for our date. What do you want to do? And she goes, come on in. And I think we did a little blow. Her sister was there. The sister was really nice. We talked for a little while. And then she took me upstairs. And I think we stayed up all night and did dirty stuff. And she drove me home the next day. And it was like she was old, she was older. But I remember the first time my roommate in Snowmass caught me with it. Because she would go to work 5 to 12 or 5 to 10. So she would come up in the afternoons, and my buddy would be, working, but he knew her from the building. We all lived together next door. I just never told him that I was with her. It's nobody's business. She came up one afternoon with brie cheese. That's the first time I ever ate brie cheese in an apple, dog. I'm an American cheese type of guy. At that time, I had only tasted American and Swiss cheese, and that was all.
How did you know that?
And she showed up.
Parmesan.
She showed up with brie fucking cheese and an apple, and she smeared it on the apple, and I'm like, are you fucking crazy? I'm from Jersey. And she's like, eat that. And I'm like, no. We got into like an argument. I wouldn't eat fucking brie cheese. Are you fucking crazy? It looks like pimple juice. Get that shit away from me. It smells funny. You want to bring me fucking cheese, you bring me American cheese.
American cheese on
That's
apple
probably a
pie.
story she tells now.
Oh, my God.
I dated this guy who wouldn't eat brie cheese.
Dog, I was fresh out of fucking Jersey. Do you understand me?
Well, you wouldn't eat her brie cheese, and you wouldn't go to Rocky Horror.
I
That's what
didn't
you were
know.
telling
I
me.
wouldn't eat her fucking nothing. And then she still dated me. We would hook up once a week and just eat something and have sex and stay up all night. Sometimes we did blow. Sometimes we didn't. It wasn't about that. It was just she was like older than me and stuff. I don't know what it was. And then I didn't see her for like a couple days, and she called. At that time, I didn't even have a fucking phone. We didn't even have a phone. She would have to call somebody, and they would give me a message. And I called her back at the liquor store, and she goes, yeah, I want you to meet my friends at the Rocky Horror. And it was like Halloween time of the year. She goes, I want you to dress up. Again, I'm from Jersey, dog. Papa don't dress up to go to the movies. I show up with shorts and a football jersey. I was crazy then, I didn't have a duffel bag. You know what I did?
No toilet paper to throw?
Yeah, I didn't have a duffel bag. I had a pillow bag that I used in those days. There was no backpacks. There was no backpacks in 1984.
You had a pillowcase?
I had a pillowcase. I put my T-shirts and my books, and I'd go to town with a pillowcase like I ran away from home. I was primitive. In 1984, 83, I was primitive. If you did anything with me, You basically took your life into your own hands in those days.
Wait, can you explain who's picking up a 19-year-old Joey Diaz with all of his clothes in a fucking pillowcase?
In Aspen,
27-year-old hairdresser.
In Aspen, Colorado, they used to have a place called the Hitching Post. And if you lived down valley in the early 80s, you had signals. So people would look at you and go like this. This meant a short way. If you went like that, they would pull over and pick you up. It was called the Hitching Post. And people that didn't want to drive down valley by themselves would pick you up, bro. And it was never no beefs. It was nice people. I never got picked up by no. In fact, Don Henley picked me up from the Eagles.
Come on.
Don Henley picked me up from the Eagles one time. And on the 4th of July, 1983, John Denver picked me up going up the hill to Snowmass Village. Yes, he did. In a fucking Jeep with an eagle on it. Yes, he did. To do his benefit. I swear to my fucking daughter's eyes, dog.
I got a special little love for John
That's
Denver.
how fucking that's how cool that time was in my life.
Hold on.
And I was.
Tell me about Don Henley. Like, he pulls over.
Don Henley pulls over in a truck, okay? Now, from the minute I hit Snowmass Village, I'm hearing all these rumors. I'm hearing that Jack Nicholson lives in Maroon Bells, which he did. I'm hearing that Clint Eastwood hangs out at the Holiday Inn at the airport. In those days, it was a little Holiday Inn at the airport, and I heard Clint Eastwood was there 4 nights a fucking week. At that time, Hunter S. Thompson hung out at the Woody Creek Tavern 6 nights a week. And there were rumors that people would go visit him. I didn't know anything about anything. There were rumors that the Eagles, half of them lived in Aspen. There was rumors that another band that was cousins to the Eagles, the Nitty Ditty Dirt Band.
Oh,
something
yeah,
like
Nitty
that.
Gritty Dirt Band.
They were cousins to the Eagles.
Okay.
In fact, towards the end of my electrician career, I hung fixtures at the guy's house from the Nitty Ditty Dirt Band. Okay? So, yeah, there was all these rumblings of these people that were in town. There was also rumblings of people who came to visit. You know, Charles Bronson, shit like that. So, here I am, a young fucking kid. Didn't know I wanted to get into the entertainment business, but was a huge fan of movies. And I'm bumping into people. So, I'm hitchhiking. I'm minding my own fucking business.
Is it night, day?
No,
What is
it's 2 in the afternoon,
Okay.
July afternoon. I'm hitchhiking. I'm living in Colorado maybe 3 months, 4 months at the time. I'm living in Snowmass Village. I get in the fucking truck. How you doing? What's happening? What's your name? Blah, blah, blah. My name. I don't even know if we discuss names. I just know that after about 5 minutes, I kept looking at this motherfucker. And he looked familiar to me. But he had sunglasses on and a baseball hat. So I don't say nothing, you know? And we're talking, and I'm like, you're in construction? Yeah, blah, 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 blah. I'm in construction. He had a big, thick checkbook. Remember in the old days? If
Yeah.
you had a business, you had a big checkbook.
Yeah,
It looked like
sure
a fucking
did.
notebook.
Yeah.
Okay. And he had a bunch of postcards on there, blah, 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 blah. This is a 25-minute ride in those days. A beautiful scenic ride. You had to pass this fucking diner. If you went down this big popular street in Aspen, you had to pass this little diner, the something house, the Hickory House. Oh my godly. Their specialty was the pound cake, the crumb cake.
How would they do
with
it?
a stick of butter melting on top of it. Like not a fucking piece of margarine, not low-fat butter, gluten-free. A fucking stick. Like a quarter stick melting on top of this bun. You would slice it and the butter would go into the middle. I can't describe it to you. I would stop in there just for the fucking pound, whatever the fuck it was. You boom, and then we start going. And
Wait, Don Henley took you in?
no, we didn't. I had gone there before.
Oh, okay,
You have
all
to
right.
pass this. It's coming back to me as I'm telling you the story. And I make that right, and then you hit back and you make a left, and you're back on that high. It's like a little thing, a turn. And by then, I kept thinking to myself, I've seen this guy before. I've seen this motherfucker before. I just don't know where. I just can't put my fucking finger on it. And I don't know if you guys remember, you're too young and you're way too young. In 83 was his big year, you know.
Boys of Summer.
Yeah, Boys of Summer. Hit him with
End of the
Hit him with your
Innocence.
down.
Yeah,
Hit him with your
yeah.
no. End of the Innocence. No. This is way before that.
Oh, okay.
This was like his first solo thing. But one of the songs, videos he did in the classroom. Okay, 1983, Don Henley. He did it in a classroom where he was a teacher. And that, I'm going, this is the fucking guy. Now, you want me to lie to you and tell you I knew Don Henley was from the Eagles at that? I couldn't put it all together. I'm just trying to figure out where the fuck I know this guy from. And the next thing you know, I go, I know you. And he finally just breaks down and he goes, yeah, okay. I'm Don Henley. I'm the singer from the Eagles. And I go, you live in town? And I don't know what he said. I mean, it was like a 5-minute conversation. And I go, can you do me a big favor? I have a friend that's a huge fan of the Eagles. He went to see you on the whatever tour. Can you sign something for me? There was no pictures in those days. And he took a postcard that had his address. He ripped the address. And he left DON. And he wrote over it from my friend, and I mailed it to him.
That's nice.
And it was Don fucking Henley.
Don Henley.
And this was after John Denver. John Denver picked me up. I moved to Snowmass Village July 1st, 1983. And the 3rd, I moved in on a fucking Wednesday.
How was the weather?
The weather, it was July. It was still cool at night. It was beautiful. It was Snowmass Village. Snowmass Village is 2-point-something miles up a mountain. So once you're up that mountain, you're up that mountain. Okay, so what people usually do is they drop you off at the bottom of Snowmass and they go down straight, down valley to Basalt and Glenwood Springs and that type of stuff. You have to cross 82, which is one of the worst roads in the country, especially after October. You don't want to fuck around 82. More fucking deaths on 82 than anywhere in the country. You cross the street, and then people that are making a left up the hill to Snowmass pick you up. I'm standing out there, 1 in the afternoon, like a fucking Momo. I had just moved to Snowmass. I went out the night before and got fucked up with Jimmy Burkle, God bless his soul. We got fucked up. And I remember I lived at either D12 or C12, and I knocked on a building, C12, and some guy answered, "Oh, can I help you?" I'm like, oh my God, I'm sorry, I got the wrong door. I just moved here. He was from fucking New York City, and we became friends. His name was Bergie. From that encounter, me knocking on a door at 1 in the morning, coked up out of my fucking mind, he came out, "You all right, dog? Let me get you a beer." He got me a beer, and he walked me to my door, and I go, "I'll catch you tomorrow." And I look, I never forgot his name, Bergie. Bergie from New York City, from like fucking 154th Street. My family's Irish. I hate fucking Ricans. That's why I moved down here. I hope you're not a fucking Puerto Rican. That's what he used to always tell me. I'm happy you're not a Puerto Rican.
I'm happy you're not.
So that's when John Denver picked me up one afternoon, like at 1 o'clock.
John Denver.
Dog, I got in that fucking Jeep, and I couldn't believe it was John fucking Denver. I'm like, oh my God. But there was no cameras. I didn't hug him. Nothing. I don't even think I got an
no
autograph.
picture to tweet and all that bullshit. I know, man. I ran into Mick Fleetwood from Fleetwood Mac at a bagel joint in the Valley in Sherman Oaks, and he was sitting in there with I can only assume it was a manager or some business representative in some aspect, but I just walked over to him and go, "Mick Fleetwood?" He's like, "Yeah." I go, I just wanted to shake his hand. I couldn't believe I saw Mick Fleetwood just sitting and chilling in this little tiny corner
Steve
bagel
Simone
shop.
bumped into Geezer Butler at the Chinese restaurant.
Oh, yeah?
And he said he knew it was Geezer. He wanted to say something to him, but he didn't want to bother him.
I took, right before I moved here, I took my younger brother to see B.B. King. Our dad introduced us to B.B. King, and we just became huge B.B. King fans. And he's at Blues Festival at the U.S. Naval Academy in Annapolis, Maryland. So we're driving down. The two of us borrow a friend's Mitsubishi Eclipse, and we drive down.
What year?
This is probably 93.
My dad had that Eclipse.
I think. So I take my brother. This is like right before I move here. It's going to be a moment, together with my younger brother. So we're in the parking lot of the Naval Academy, and we are just Cheech and Chong in this fucking car. We are blazing the shit out of this thing, and it's not our car. So we also think it's funny that we're smoking the shit out of this car that's a friend of ours. We get out, and I mean, it's definitely smoky around there. And we're in such good spirits. We walk in. There's a BB King poster like this one right here, and it's like $7. I remember thinking, God, that's awfully cheap for a concert poster. And it was him as a young kid. So I buy it, and I look at my brother, and I'm like, I'm going to get this signed by BB King before we leave this show tonight. We get in, it's Etta James, and it's Jay Giles, and it's Jimmy Vaughn. And I see where they're coming in and leaving. So my brother and I go over there, and right as BB King is done, he's walking by, and he shakes my hand. And then I'm trying to give him the poster. He keeps going. So I give it to the trumpet player. I'm like, hey, do you mind getting BB to sign this for me? And he didn't hear me say BB, so he starts signing. I'm like, this motherfucker's ruining my poster. But I didn't have a heart to tell him. Like, hey, asshole, not you, man. I want BB King to sign this motherfucker.
Oh, that's terrible.
So we go outside. My brother's laughing at me and shit. And
Did you replace the poster?
Well, I see one of the band members talking to this chick. He's macking on this girl, and I walk up to him and go, hey, man, look, I just want to get this fucking thing signed. He's like, just go inside this door right here. There's people waiting to meet BB, and just get in line. And I was like, they'll arrest me. He's like, no, they won't. They will not. They'll just ask you to leave. That's the most that'll happen to you. I said, all right, fuck it. And I just interned at college for radio station, so I knew how to get in there and act like I belonged there, and that's exactly what the fuck I did. My brother was scared. He's like, I'm not coming. I said, well, stay here. So I get in line. I start chatting all these people up like I've been with them all night. You know what I mean? And I'm standing next to Jimmy Vaughn's dressing room door. And BB King had said on stage it was his birthday the next day. Well, now it's after midnight. So when we get in, my plan is I'm gonna say happy birthday. I'm gonna try to be the first one to wish him whatever it was, happy 83rd birthday. Lady opens the door, and he's sitting in there, and I was just like, what? I was blown away because I'm a huge Hendrix freak. I love Stevie Ray Vaughan. This guy has played with everybody from U2 to everybody. So I see him, and I'm like, happy birthday, BB. He's like, oh, the first one. I was like, boo. I was all so excited. So he's the nicest dude. He sits, and he won't say no to an autograph. Well, there's these two white dudes in there that bring in, like, I'm not kidding, 100 albums. And he's signing. And he's saying things like, man, you got a lot of stuff here, And at some point, I just felt like he was waiting for someone to speak up. And I just said, man, you got a lot going on up there. And he's like, all right, that's enough. People are complaining. I was like, oh, boom. So he thanked me. He signs my poster, and he's got little index card pictures of himself up there. And I had him just sign one for my younger brother. So I'm back there. I met two of his daughters. I'm hanging out with him, talking to him about Hendrix. I'm talking to him about Stevie Ray Vaughan. And then I leave. I'm back there for like an hour. My brother's like, where the fuck were you? He's like, I thought you were arrested. I was like, nah, man. I said, look at this. And I opened it up. He's like, you got to be fucking kidding me. I was like, I told you I was getting BB King to sign this. So we start driving home in the Eclipse, and we're talking about it and shit. And I'm telling him that story. And then I busted out the little picture. I said, I got that for you right there. He was so jazzed. He still got it framed up in his house right now in Maryland.
He must be pissed he didn't hang out with BB King.
I told him. I was like, all you had to do was follow me, dude. But I met him, yeah. That was a good one.
I was always scared as a kid to go backstage at all concerts. I always felt intimidated.
I was in my 20s. I was what I thought was going to happen.
The thought never even crossed my mind. All those concerts I went to.
Before I met you, if you were on the local news, I was starstruck by you. If you were on, I worked at the Framingham AMC, and I think a dude from ESPN came in, and I almost shit my pants. That stuff I used to get really nervous.
No, I don't think I ever got jazzed up. I got jazzed up when I saw basketball players.
Yeah.
When I was a kid. When I saw Bernard King, I almost had a fucking heart attack.
I was that way with Eddie Murray from the Orioles, man. That was even before Ripken. Eddie was there, and we would go to games with my dad, and Eddie was he was the shit. He was my first Oriole love. And my whole life I've loved Eddie Murray. And just a couple years ago, I'm flying back to Baltimore out of LAX. I'm on Southwest, and I look over, and there's Eddie Murray sitting there, and I get I don't give a fuck about much. I got excited. I was like, oh my, the 10-year-old me was like, holy shit, that's fucking Eddie Murray. So I go to walk over and sit next to him, and this dad sits down next to him with his kid, and I'm like, God damn it, Eddie's talking to him for a while, and he's on another airline right next to it, also going to Baltimore. Finally, that dad leaves, and I sit down next to him, and quickly, I'm like, oh, what the fuck what's my opening line to Eddie Murray? I really didn't know what to say, and he just looked at me, and I looked at him, I said, what's up, 33? And he started laughing, and we talked crabs. He loves crabs. He was going back for the Orioles. They were doing a statue of him and all this shit at the Camden Yards. And I just got to sit and talk to him about, I was like, you're my favorite Oriole. He's like, not Cal. I go, Cal's right behind you, but, you know, you were there first. That you're my first fucking Oriole. I thanked him for everything he did for the city. He was a good dude, man. That one got me excited. And then I land in Baltimore. I go right to this restaurant to eat crabs, and Eddie Murray's pulling out of the parking lot. He just got there before me and had them and bounced. So we were on point with that crabs.
You're making me fucking hungry with those crabs. You know what happened to me this week? And talking about Eddie Murray, I was in my hotel room. I walked around the mall. You know, sometimes you just put the TV on and you just take your notebook out and you make notes and you scroll a little bit and you watch a college football game for 3 minutes. And it was the beginning of, I caught it right from the beginning of Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah.
And it fucking sucked me in. And when the kid gets killed and he's outside arguing with the cop and all that, like, that movie for me was fucking huge. Like, I was watching that, like, I dragged my best, I go, George, you have to come see this movie. He's like, well, I got a date tonight. I go, I don't give a fuck. We're going right now. We walked over the fucking George Washington Bridge. And I took him to Harlem Stone to see Beverly Hills Cop. The two biggest movies at that time were Beverly Hills Cop and Rambo. But Beverly Hills Cop was fucking huge. And last week we were talking about movies that stood their time. Beverly Hills Cop, when he goes to a restaurant and he says he wants to talk to the guy, and he goes, I went to the doctor and he said I got herpes simplex 3. I want to talk to the man before things start falling off him or something. He fucking... Eddie Murphy was a bad motherfucker, but there was a moment there, I had a little nervous breakdown. Like, I was like, this was so long. Like, this movie was the beginning of my freedom. Like, I went to see this movie, and I left Jersey a month later. Like, this got me. This movie, for some reason or another, whether I didn't know I was getting into the comedy business, but for some reason, watching that movie gave me a little bit of hope. I don't know why. I don't even know if you understand what the fuck I'm saying.
I understand, yeah.
Maybe it was just, I don't know. It just gave me...
What about it?
What?
What about it gave you hope?
Well, the fucking scene where the friend gets killed, that was me. In those days, I was your best friend. I'd disappear. When I come back to say, hey, man, what's happening? Oh, yeah, let me take you out for dinner. Let me stay with you for 2 days. Okay, there was always a by the way. I had just robbed somebody. I got somebody's coke. That coke you're snorting with me, having a good time at 3 a.m, I go, listen, I got to tell you a story. You know, and now you're in. There you are sitting. I'm in your living room. You just did an ounce of my coke that we just robbed from Pete the Killer. And here you are sitting there going, you're dropping this on me now at 3 a.m.
It's terrible.
So I'm an accessory right now. Somebody could kick my door in right now and shoot you.
That's what you get for being a nice guy.
Yeah, oh, please. That was me. That was who I was.
Can I use the restroom?
Yeah, go ahead. Do what you got to do. In fact, put on some fucking Tony Bennett, cocksucker. What happened? You drank water and soda?
Staying hydrated.
Oh, yeah, you got to stay dry.
Dry-hated.
Whatever the fuck the word is, you know. Kick it up, please. A little Tony Bennett and shit. It's Monday morning, you bad motherfuckers. Grab your balls. It's going to be a good week. Halloween's next week.
I want to be around to pick up the
Fucking
pieces
crazy,
when somebody breaks your heart. Somebody twice as smart as
If you want to go to Salami tomorrow, let me know and shit.
Cool, I'll go Tuesday.
Get your gi. Salami will teach you some good stuff.
somebody.
I got shit to do tomorrow. I'll
What
go
do you
Tuesday.
got to do tomorrow?
You know what I gotta do.
Don't fucking... What do you got to do tomorrow?
What's the questions?
There's no questions. You always got to tell me you got shit to do tomorrow. What do you got to do tomorrow?
I'm trying to work on the special, man. It's hard when we do 3 p.m. podcasts and get stoned out of our minds, and we want to do 2-hour jujitsus earlier.
Is that what you're trying to fucking tell me, cocksmoker? How was your weekend? You had a good weekend?
I had a great weekend.
And today you went to sushi with Paula?
Yeah, to celebrate.
And what did you eat? Did you eat the mussels?
No, I don't really like
Did she eat the mussels?
No, we got a couple rolls, got a bunch of just like tuna sushi. I haven't had sushi for a while. But it's like, it was 28, I think, because it's all you can eat.
28 a piece. They give you an hour. They make sure
Right.
you eat the rice. They don't want no problems.
Oh,
They really watch you.
Do they really?
Those Japanese people don't fuck around. The waitress, I was there 3 weeks ago.
it's pretty good.
I went in there one day. It's okay. You could get sick in there. They're borderline. They give you the fish that's just about to go bad the next day.
Well,
you eat it
I don't
just.
get weird stuff, man. I get like shrimp. And
I keep
tuna.
it light too. The salmon is what I like. I always go to get salmon, right? I
Yeah.
judge a place by its salmon. And the salmon there, they do something to it. It's not bad. I didn't get sick.
Is it lots?
I don't know what the fuck's going on. Who's out there? These people fucking... They gotta pee and shit. Come on in here, cocksucker.
Smells good. That candle works.
The what?
That candle works.
That's a great candle.
It's funny. I thought about you the other day, Joey, because you used to say you would get sushi when you were trying to eat healthy, even when you were like really big, like 415. And right before we were gonna do the acid, I was like, I should get sushi to be like healthy. For that, I'm gonna do acid.
It was that was in the back of my mind. If I ate fish the next day and drank water, I was healthy. My system was cleaner than cocaine. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking over. How retarded was I? That's what I got out of the acid trip. I'll tell you, the acid trip was fun last week.
Yeah.
I giggled. I don't think I want to do it again. I'm gonna tell you why. When I went home that night, I'm sitting there on the chair and I'm eating. I get home and there's a Cuban steak sandwich. And I inhale that motherfucker cold. Not even in the microwave. The bread was harder than fuck. Just to kill the acid. Just to, you know.
Will filling your stomach up, that'll...
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Well, we also had like 4 or 5 stars.
We also had edibles. So I was starving. So yeah, we went 500, 600 milligrams deep of the edibles and a fucking hit of acid. You got to eat something to tame it down. I don't think I could have taken the acid all at one shot. So, I'm sitting there, man. I gotta tell you what dawned on me. If you go to my house and you sit down, there's a, you know, the TV's there and shit, and there's a desk and there's stupid shit. But there's a picture that sticks out in that wall, and it's a picture of the baby. It's like a wanted picture. She was pissed. She didn't really want to fucking take the picture. And just something about her face every night when I'm watching TV, it just catches me. And I shake my head like, I can't believe that's my fucking daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
every fucking night I try to watch TV, and sometimes I go out on the balcony and I get high, and I'm just trying to soothe down. You know, I drink a cup of coffee or something just to calm me down. And every 8 minutes I'll look at that fucking picture. And I started looking at that picture, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, I can't believe I did acid tonight. You know? I goof around with Lee. I love Lee to death. You know, I always call Lee. I go, Lee, I got heroin tonight. I got opium. I got fucking gorilla biscuits. And, you know,
You know what that one
Lee
is.
will call me fucking. I'm in an Uber, and I got nothing but edibles. You know, but I'm just torturing.
No, well, but then that hash. You said we had opium that night, and I had no idea what that, because that hash was different than the regular hash.
Oh
you
yeah,
have.
I show up with,
So
you
I
know,
think you actually
got
might
the,
have had
I
opium.
got the one-eyed Jew, dog. This motherfucker works with ISIS. What do you think he's smoking? Do you think he's smoking regular shit? He's smoking fucking the shit that sets the government off. So anyway, it's really weird. Like, I talk about all this crazy. Like, I'm very thankful we did not do 2 hits of acid off the bat last week. I'm telling you right now, that acid, we would have been fucked up till Tuesday. When Ari laid on the floor, there was just different things. That acid was really good. I want to thank, what's his name? He knows what his name is. You know I love you. That acid was really fucking strong. For me, it was. It had been years. There was a point here for 2 hours. I was gone. When we were on the front,
When
I
you
was
say gone, tell me, where are you?
Gone.
Yeah, like-
Giggles had taken over.
Okay.
I was baseline. I was borderline about. I was seeing little things. I wasn't seeing.
Are you
problems.
present mentally? Can you have a conversation?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
he was
Yeah.
good.
But you're just laughing your ass
Yeah,
off.
I'm very
Okay,
experienced in
yeah.
that shit because I know you
I
could
figure,
tame it.
Yeah.
You could tame it unless they look at you and your eyes are pinned. They won't know, and you have to know how to juggle people, get them out of the way, and then look at that person that you're with that trip.
yeah.
The whole thing about the acid
'em out of the way.
is the 4 or 5 people you're with, and you set them loose in a bar, and that's where the fun time is. And everybody gets their bag on, and then you all connect again at 3 when the bar closes. Oh my God! And you go eat. And everybody's sitting there going, oh, yeah, this acid wore off. Yeah, this acid wore off. Because it plays with your emotions. And next thing you know, you're laughing at the fucking waitress uncontrollably. The cheeseburger's funny. The french fries look funny. The cook's wearing a fucking French hat. Like, everything that could happen, it's like, I can't believe this is fucking happening. I cannot believe this. And that's what Ari should do next time, is get 9 guys, give them a hit of acid, and set them loose at cameras. And they got to talk about this is not happening. This is not really fucking happening. So I went home, and I'll tell you what I thought about, and you're going to relate to this. My dad died. One of the things, I never really talk about him at all. He's like a forgotten soldier in my life. I think about him because I do not remember him. I remember stories, and in my mind there's a situation I remember I was driving with him in the car.
How were you when he passed?
3.
Oh, yeah, oh, God.
So I don't remember this fucking guy. And it drove me crazy. My mom said for years, every time the door would open, I would look at the door, and she would feel really bad inside and stuff. She was like, it was like he was coming home, and I couldn't describe it to you. When you're 3, you can't explain to somebody that somebody's fucking dead. She goes, I tried to break it into, that he had gone to the stars, that he'd gone to God's house, El Cielo, as they call it, whatever the fuck it is. So it always fucked with me, and I always thought about one thing, like, for years I was mad at him because his death was drug-related. And I always said to myself, what was he thinking? What was he thinking? This is what I was thinking on this fucking acid trip at 1:30 in the morning. I got TV on, but I'm not really watching the TV.
Your daughter's picture took you there first,
Took
right?
me there first.
Okay.
And I'm thinking about, like, how the podcast is doing well now. We're all having a great time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we smoke pot. Yeah, we eat edibles. Who gives a fuck, dog? You fucking wake up, you do 10 jumping jacks. You have an egg, and the edible's gone. You know what I'm saying? Nobody gets hurt. Nobody, you know what I'm saying? Nobody gets up in the morning and calls you and say, Joey, I need 10 more of those edibles right away.
Yeah, right.
Nobody. You do blow with somebody till 6 in the morning. They wake up. That coke is good. They'll call you and go, I'm coming over there right now. You're like, wow, how fucking crazy is it? This guy woke up, and this is what was on his mind already. That was bizarre. I never wanted to be that guy, but I'm sitting there going, me and Lee fuck around, and I torture Lee, and it would be fun to do a line of Chinese heroin. It would really be fun to come in here on a Sunday night and get a little brown little chunk of heroin and just do a little taste.
I'm not doing heroin.
Listen, Lee, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You're family at this point. You're not going to do heroin. But with what's going on in our lives right now, this is when you die. It's like Len Bias. He got drafted.
Oh, you're breaking my heart.
He was a fucking Boston Celtic.
He sure was.
And all of a sudden, he's fucking dead. And you sit there and go, this is a shameless death. Even that acid the other night, that acid was fucking strong, Jack. I get in the fucking car, I make a left turn, I get caught in somebody's headlight. That's what happens with acid. You get caught in somebody's headlight, and all of a sudden you're hitting a fucking tree. We need that in our lives right now. We're having a great time right now in our lives. I'd love to do MDMA and all that shit and do it on the show again. That was crazy, the acid last week. And that's what came to my mind, like, if I did an acid, what if I did 2 of those that night? And my heart I had a heart attack in my sleep, like Rowdy Piper. Because I'll fucking go to sleep and, your heart keeps fucking beating. I've done acid and all these people. I could drink 20 Red Bulls and go to bed. And I could feel my heart pounding as I'm falling asleep. Yeah. I could feel it pounding. I've done it 1,000 times on cocaine and shit like that. I would hate not to wake up and for somebody to say, Lee, what the fuck were you guys thinking last night? How can he's an old man, Joe Diaz? How can you do acid? I need that on Lee's conscience. You know what? I'm good. I'm good with the weed, and I'm good with the fucking edible.
That's me.
I'm good. I'm really good.
This is what's always scared me. I'm from Maryland, and I remember I was on my way to the dentist with my father when we were listening to the radio, and they announced Len Bias was dead from cocaine overdose, and we were just
like blown away.
I'm still blown away by that. And that was like stuff like that. And also, we have a cousin who's a paranoid schizophrenic. This guy's, admittedly done every drug that there could be done since he's been like 16, dude. I'll tell you something.
And that's the other thing that they always
crazy.
When in the shower tonight, I was thinking about when I was a kid. And when you first like thought about doing acid, like you went to some neighborhood guy that was a little fucked up. You're like, so tell me about acid. And it's like, oh, the trip, it's psychedelic, the Hindus, Jimmy Page, this and this. But then he goes, at one point one day you threw a hit of acid, you don't come back. That's what I need in my life, like Sid Barrett to take a hit of acid.
That's exactly my cousin.
And it throws that's what happened.
That's what happened to him.
You would just stay like high on acid?
You just don't come back.
You don't come back. He was a great lacrosse player. He was being looked at by Hopkins. He was an athlete. He was a black belt in karate. He used to be able to put his foot through a watermelon, and he kept taking acid. And he never came back from it. He didn't. And he's
no more feet through watermelon?
He used to put his foot through a watermelon, man. He's a badass.
You could go fucking deep on some acid. Look, you could go really
Let me
deep.
tell you where he is now. And so him and Len Bias and shit like that's always the reason I was always like, I feel like I'm a candidate for first time use, if it really was their first time use, dead that fucking night. But my cousin now, I shouldn't laugh, but we used to fuck with him a little bit because we'd go over and see him at Christmas. Me, both my brothers, and then my 3 cousins who were his kids. We go to my aunt's in Highlandtown in Baltimore City, and then we would take him like a plate of food. And we'd get over there, and we would be smoking and drinking and stuff. And then he would call on our ride back and rat us out and say those kids were over here smoking and drinking and smoking weed. Shit, we're like, this motherfucker. So we get back, and our grandmother and her sister are, yelling at us. And we always would say, you gonna believe a paranoid schizophrenic over us? Like, we were not fucking doing that shit. So then we go back over, like, look, motherfucker, if you ever want to eat again, you don't rat us out. And I used to go spend time with him, and he would swear that doctors were coming in at night and dropping liquid acid in his ears and then taking skin grafts and stuff from him. So he would nail his windows shut. But still, somehow they would get in. And he would have poetry and shit written all over the walls because he said when these doctors would come in and drop liquid acid in his ears, it would knock him out. And then they would leave, and he'd still be out for a while, and the love of his life would show up. And because he couldn't be conscious to tell her what he wanted to tell her, he wrote this stuff up on the walls for her. So that's what I mean by never coming back.
Never come back. Well, I can't have you,
You
take
gave
a
me this stuff?
Sure, why not? You got to take a chance. Columbus did. You know what I'm saying?
That's
the
not
fuck?
coming back, man.
Oh, that sounds
Sometimes you
terrible.
don't come back. You do 3 fucking hits. You go home by yourself. The lights don't work. You're sitting in the dark. You see the fucking devil. You see the devil. That's what we talk about, seeing the devil.
I went to his house one time when I don't know what he was on, but he had the television on, volume down, radio on, volume up. And I sat there for a while, and all of a sudden it synced up. And I got scared, and I was like, I felt like crazy was, contagious, and it was jumping on me, and I got the fuck out of there. When it made sense, when that radio synced up with that TV, like the Wizard of Oz, Pink Floyd thing. We just watched that last night with the kids. You ever do that?
No.
So the second MGM line
Right.
roar, you're
No,
supposed to start
yeah,
that, and it fucking syncs up incredibly. But whether that's a huge coincidence or supposed to is one thing. But when it does, if that's an accident and you're watching that on any kind of fucking drug, to me, I was like, I got the fuck out of here. This guy, I think I'm getting crazy in this little goddamn apartment.
I
Scared
loved
the
all
shit out
that.
of me.
I remember watching The Exorcist.
Yeah.
On the THC crystal in the dark with Black Sabbath Master Reality on, and almost going, I'm going to hell. This is as dark as it fucking gets. I never really, like I said, I never really had a bad trip. I laughed.
That's what I wanted to ask you. What's the worst trip you've ever had?
I'll tell you guys, and this is us talking, and then the people listening to the podcast. I ain't right. I ain't right mentally. That's what makes me fucking nuts. That's what makes me. Half the reason why I got this is because I did acid for 1.5 years straight after my mom. Oh, I did it
Whoa,
straight.
what do you mean, daily?
I did it daily.
How many hits a day?
You see how I eat edibles? I had my acid tolerance up to like my edible tolerance.
Are you serious?
I was going to fucking Pennsylvania and buying 100 hits for $90 and selling them for $3 a piece. I got up to the point I was doing 400 or 500 fucking hits a week, plus Black Beauties.
400
Not
hits a
me,
week?
not me eating them, selling them.
Oh, okay.
I would go every day in the afternoon. Like I would just eat them at night, and then we started eating 2 at night. you know, and then you start eating 3 at night, and one afternoon you're like, let's play hooky and let's eat 1 at lunchtime, and then you eat 2 at lunchtime, and you get fucking by 4 o'clock when you're 16. And I went on that for a while. After my mom died, I went on that Black Sabbath, you know, that whole thing, and that was what we were doing. We were just doing acid. It was the cross between cocaine. Cocaine was showing up, but we were still holding dearly to acid because it was $3 I loved it. I did it for probably 2 years straight, man.
Damn.
At a place when I was really dark, you know, it's when my mom died. So at that point, I really didn't care. I didn't want to feel fucking normal. So I just did acid. And I thought if I would do acid and listen to Black Sabbath at night with the earphones on, I would listen to sides and I would cure whatever was going on with me. It was the weirdest thing. That was my psychiatry, was doing 2 hits of acid and listening to fucking Aerosmith fucking rocks and Aerosmith Kings and Queens. That was my fucking therapy. So I'm fucked up partly because that's why I do stand-up. There's got to be some connection there if they go into my mind, but who wants to do that? Mind your business. You want to go fucking with electrodes and shit. I do what I do because I do it, right or wrong. Who gives a fuck? 10 hits of acid? I don't know. I never fucking threw somebody off a building. You know, I never did nothing violent and stupid like that.
Or to yourself? No.
That's not my fucking game, man. That can never. That's not even in my DNA.
I mean, that's a lot of acid to do to never have a bad trip, too. I know people have done it 4 times, and usually the last one's the one they stop because it wasn't a good time.
Well, can you have a good trip and still have moments where that are bad? Because like I didn't have a bad trip, but I had some times that were like I got too high.
Sometimes it gets away from you. That's what it's called.
Is that what it's called?
It's called getting away from you. It's called, you know, when you do very strong acid, let me tell you what happens, Lee. When you do a very strong acid, we're having a conversation right now, right? Blah, 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 blah. And all of a sudden, as you're talking to me, your mind goes somewhere else, but you're going to focus on that Clint Eastwood, and his mouth's going to start moving. He's not going to say nothing. You're not going to jump. You're not going to run and tell him. You're just going to look at it and suck it in. That means it's getting away from you. Then you take some breath, you realize where you're at, you pick up that joint, you take a hit off that joint, you put it back, and it calms you down a little bit. That's what I was saying to you. You know, it does get away from you. There was one night in particular where I had not a bad trip, but it was one of the nights that I kind of blacked out on acid. I was a freshman in high school. And my high school had won the state championship, and they played at the Meadowlands.
Football?
Football.
Yeah. Wait, what's the high school? The high school I texted you the picture of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
And on the way back, I went to where the acid neighborhood was. Joe Lucci's neighborhood there, 64th Street Field.
Hey, Joe. I know. What's up, Joe Lucci?
Well, Joe Lucci had a bar next to Veneri's Funeral Parlor. When we were kids. Listen, Joe Lucci sold it and moved to Orlando, Florida. But it bothered...
That sounds crooked. That just sounds crooked.
Oh, this is tremendous. Joe Lucci was a tremendous kid. Joe Lucci and me shared the same birthday. So he used to call me Cocoa Bud. If you wanted to get down, like, you know, what's that line that he says, Eric Clapton? If you want to get down to the ground,
yeah,
cocaine. If you wanted to dick around with people, like Joe Lucci was Joe Lucci. Like when you got acid from, you know, Brian Sickler, okay, yeah, oh, it's Red Dragon acid. But if that same acid was sold by Joe Lucci, that was fucking highly recommended. Like Joe Lucci didn't fuck around. If Joe Lucci had a party and you were invited to that party, you were a professional. You could not go to Joe Lucci's party and get drunk on 3 beers. You could not go to Joe Lucci's party. If you went to Joe Lucci's party, you went to Joe Lucci's party because you knew you were doing blow, you were doing coke, you were doing whatever was there. These were the nuts. This was 64th Street Field. You know, Timmy Holloway's listening. I'll have him call in next week. This was it. There was Kennedy School. There was McKinley School. There was Franklin School. There was fucking Robert Fulton. There was Horace Mann. There was the one in Guttenberg. Everybody had their reputations. Every school had different reputations. They're up there. They're drinkers up there. That's a big football school. 64th Street Field had the reputation that when you went down there, you went down there to get down. You didn't go down there to fuck around at all. It was called the Rocks. They had the Rocks down there. You went down to the fucking Rocks.
What does that mean?
When you went to a concert in New York City, you saw different neighborhoods getting represented. Like if you went to see Black Sabbath, you'd see like Kennedy School had 3 or 4 people from Kennedy School. McKinley had 3 people. Franklin had 3 people. But the Rock sent 20 motherfuckers deep fucking with fucking radios and fucking Black Sabbath t-shirts and running down the streets of New York and yelling. They were the fucking crazy kids in North Bergen. So when you went to fucking a Joe Lucci event, like I fucking passed out of the Joe Lucci party. I was God after that. Like when you pass out of the Joe Lucci party, you're God after that. I had blow in my pocket. I was eating Quaaludes. I got there like a 3.
I like you say eating, not taking.
Oh my God. I was eating fucking Quaaludes. I was drinking those nips, those 8-ounce bottles of Budweiser, like that, and I couldn't.
The ponies.
What happens is when you do blow and you drink a lot. But once you eat the Gorilla Biscuit, it slows you down.
What's a Gorilla
The
Biscuit?
Quaalude.
Oh, okay.
So the alcohol catches up with you, so now the alcohol hits you double. So I passed out at Lucci's. I turned green. They were going to drag me
That's
out.
like speed. That's
I
speedballing,
fucked
isn't it?
up. I got really fucked up at a Joe Lucci thing. But anytime you partied at a Lucci event, you knew you had it going on. Like that was it. You were a professional. They wouldn't have you over there if you were rinky dink. I don't drink. I'm gluten free now. You couldn't show. When you went to Joe Lucci's, you were in. Whatever they were serving, there was no holding back. He had broads over there. It was a great place to grow up, and his father had a bar. So when we were kids, we were hands off the bar. But then as we got older, we'd go into the bar. And he took over the bar when cocaine was huge. So it was electric. And he had a back room. And on Saturday nights, if you knew certain people, at any time of the night, you could go around the back and knock on the door. And somebody would answer, and they'd be in there fucking getting down. And the dude who took me in after John Bender was a guy by the name of Mike Runny. And he used to smoke Marlboro Lights. But him and his 3 brothers, the whole family has a thing that when they do a line of coke, you've never seen anything like that. Their jaw goes.
That's cut with speed shit.
No. This was when cocaine was cocaine. Anything they did, their jaw just go. You've never, guys, you've never ever seen this.
The whole family.
The whole 5 of them. When I was
Look at the Sears family photo.
Now, when I was a kid, there was a guy by the name of Jack Finn, who was an Irish dude from Weehawken that worked at Rendell Lumber with me. And that was the first time ever I saw somebody twitch when they do coke. And he would just move his hands. That's how you knew he was doing coke. He would do this shit in front of you, Lee. Yeah, so how you doing? Everything all right with you? And you're like, what is wrong with his fucking hands? And he would twitch. That's the first guy I ever seen do it. You know who else I saw do a twitch? My mom. When I was a kid, my mom would twitch at the end of the night. Her hand would do something funny and shit when she did blow. So I knew the mannerisms.
Do you ever twitch?
I twitch. My face would go, but I never saw. Then I saw who else? I saw the guy twitching, but then Mike Runny came along. Mike Runny's like my brother. We had him call into the podcast. He told the story about throwing the hooker out of the car. So Mike Runny's weakness was that as soon as he'd do a line of coke, his fucking jaw would go. I mean, embarrassing go.
Like instant.
Like it was, and he tried to talk to me.
Is he trying to fight and stop it and shit too? Like
he
making
was
it worse?
And then he put a cigarette in his mouth to try to disguise it, and he'd be chomping on the cigarette. And he look at you every once in a while and go, Coach, is my jaw going? And you tell him, nah, you're fine. Don't worry about that.
Meanwhile, teeth and blood are just coming out of his mouth.
I remember one night my friend goes, listen, I'm having a party. But my kids are going to be there and my family. No coke until they leave. I'll never forget this.
When did you do coke?
This is September of '93. My friend goes, I'm having a party. I want everybody to show up. But listen, no coke till 10 o'clock, 10:30, till my family leaves. I go, nope, you know me, dog. I don't need to do shit. Open bar, fucking tremendous food, Englewood Cliffs, looking over the George Washington Bridge. We all get there. Mike Runny gets there. He's watching this fucking TV set. You know, like everybody's in a circle, but I see Mike all the way on the other side of the room by himself watching the TV set. And when I walk up to him, he's got a cigarette in his mouth, and he's fucking grinding. I go, Mike, Veneri said not to do any shit to his family. He looks at me and goes, I didn't do nothing. But this particular night at Lucci's, I'll never forget this particular night at Lucci's, and Timmy was there, I think. Somebody said they went and the power went, and that they didn't know what was going on, but all of a sudden they looked and they saw a cigarette going from side to side in the dark. So they used to call him the conductor because his fucking... Yeah, that's great. I never saw nobody's jaw go like that. Fucking hysterical.
Oh, shit.
Fucking hysterical. So I don't, you know, like, my point is, out of all this drug talk, is I don't want to die from drugs.
No.
I never wanted to die from drugs. For years, I didn't, you know, I thought when you're doing drugs, you think you're invincible. Jesus Christ. Listen, things happen in life. I don't want somebody finding me on the floor because I took 3 hits of acid and had a heart attack in the middle of the fucking night. You know, you're sitting there, you get sucked into a dream, your heart's beating. Sometimes you go into a wild dream. You're getting chased by devils and shit, your heart beats, Lee.
Well, don't say that. I'll have that now. Yeah,
What we're going to do is we're going to give 2 hits away to a friend, and we're going to keep 3 just for us one night. Before the year's over, we'll come here and we'll split a hit and a half. Just me and you, and wait like 10 fucking
You just said you're glad we didn't take more than 1, and now you're adding half.
Who gives a fuck? You know, every once in a while you got to contradict yourself. That's what makes you who the fuck you are. But Joe's Lucci's neighborhood, that's where you went to get down, though. Those guys got down. I've been thinking a lot about that neighborhood the last couple of weeks because a friend of mine died. I remember taking a hit of acid and going down the shore in a bus with this kid named Randy Mergel, who was white and tougher than fucking nails. Tougher than nails. And this kid D'Agostino, who wasn't as tough as nails, but he just was crazy. And he had a boom box, and we were listening to Highway to Hell on the radio, on the cassette deck. And the bus driver had kept pulling over, yelling, pull that fucking thing down. And we're tripping on fucking acid. And that's the closest I ever came to death. Because we each took another hit of acid, and we all decided to meet on the water slide in Seaside Heights at midnight.
A turned-off water slide at an amusement park.
No. It's a water slide. It's open till 4 in the morning in the
holy
summers.
Shit. Oh, okay.
So
you're not breaking into an amusement park?
No. So what you do is you do whatever you do. Like I'd say, Ryan, what are you going to do tonight? I'm going to meet some chick and have some cocktails. I go, Ryan, come here. Take this hit of acid, meet the girls. Are you going to fuck them? No. They're just friends of my sister. Okay, perfect. Go hang out with them, but meet us back here at midnight. You know how much fun that is? When you have something to do when you're burning. When you're cooking and you have something to do, then it's great. Because even if we take the acid at 8, at midnight, we're going to meet 12 fucking gorillas and, you know, let our head down. You know what I'm saying? But I'm happy you don't do it. I don't. Listen, like I said, I don't want. Your heart only has enough beats.
You said that.
Your heart, when God makes you, He's like, this guy's gonna have 82 million fucking beats. Do the math. However you get there is your decision. Whether you want to do blow and get there, or you want to do jumping jacks, you want to eat ass, that's your fucking decision. Whatever the fuck you want to do. Lee, you gonna sit there and just like a moat tonight? What's going on with you?
What?
Everybody's conversing here.
Yeah, you're
and
talking.
You're fucking sitting there like a mook on a fucking string. What's going on?
I never did coke. I don't know. Oh my god, I have no idea what we're talking about.
All right, let me give some shout outs. Jonathan Hernandez, Jesse Wright, Alex Bisson, JT, you know I love you, cocksucker. Scott Goldstein, Colton Damo, K-Ron Conlon, and the other voices. There you have it, motherfuckers. Got a little shout out there for you. It's not about the coke. I'm just saying anything in general, man. You know, you do a little fucking ecstasy, you don't know what's going to happen. Now, ecstasy is the one that's mixed with heroin, and MDMA is the one that's just straight.
I believe so, yeah.
I don't think ecstasy has heroin in it.
Yeah, I mean, it's mixed. It's cut
mixed.
With cut with a lot of different shit. I'm sure opiates, for sure, in there. Heroin, opium. I don't like any of it. I had, I remember I was going to get a prescription for a refill of Percocet. I have a tear in one of my discs in my back, and the doctor's like, you need to take it. And it makes me itch like a crackhead. You know, I start sweating, I throw up from it. Like I need to snap them in half, and that usually is enough to kill the pain and not make me sick. So I'm in there for a refill, and I smoked up, and I went into Rite Aid, and I'm standing in line, and I'm not thinking about it, but I'm standing there, and all these people in line. I got my hand up my shirt, and I'm just crazy digging my chest. And I don't realize I'm in a drugstore fucking prescription line, and I'm just going nuts on it. And they're all turning around looking at me, and it didn't dawn on me what I was doing until about the third person was, looking back like, this guy have a fucking problem that we're in line with right now.
Have you ever encountered that? I was at a Rite Aid in Van Nuys, and this dude was trying to get them to give him needles, and they wouldn't do it. And he kept yelling at them, and how the government took everything away from him, and they just give him the needles. He called the doctor, and they just wouldn't give it to him.
Why would they? They're supposed to give you needles for free, syringes for free.
Well, maybe it was prescriptions. I'm sorry, not needles.
Yeah, he's crying for a fucking prescription because the doctor, the pain. Yeah, hey, listen, man, that shit's. You get addicted on those things, you're fucking done. And everybody knows that shit. We've been hearing it for years. It's like anything else. It's like fucking anything else, man.
Josh Adam Myers told me one time that he went into a Rite Aid with a fake script to get some Percocets or whatever. And when he came back, the fucking pharmacist called him up to the front and brought him up, and he said, because Josh wrote a fake name on it, and the pharmacist called him out in front of everybody. Said, "This man right here used a fake prescription to get pills. If I ever see you in here again, Mr. Oral Hershiser, I will have you arrested." That dumb motherfucker used Oral Hershiser in Los Angeles as his name. He thought he'd get away with that shit. It's ridiculous.
Well, that's the addiction.
That's what I'm getting ready to say.
That's the addiction. That's not even.
Right,
Josh Adam Myers is a lot smarter than that. It's the fucking addiction that takes you over the fucking top. I was never a fake prescription guy. I used to get scripts from everything when I was younger, so all I had to do was ask the guy and bring him a gram of Coke.
And then you would get whatever
I wanted.
Pills don't have the same effect on you?
What's that?
Pills don't have the same effect on you as Coke?
And I don't know. I like a Valium sometimes. I just don't like waking up groggy. There's nothing that bothers me more than waking up groggy. I could eat fucking 300 milligrams of THC and wake up feeling like I fucking got a massage the night before.
That's great.
Never mind you eat hash. You eat a piece of hash before you go to bed. You see what you feel like in the morning. You feel like you've been stepped on all night. You feel like you're fucking Gumby in the morning.
Yeah, I don't like hash. It's too heavy.
But if you eat it, it does something to your body, man.
Yeah.
It's fucking amazing. I'll tell you what kills me, those Tylenol PMs.
Oh, God.
You wake up feeling like dick in the morning. You wake up feeling like something synthetic, which is a horrible feeling. And unless you've been a junkie, you know that. I've never been a junkie, but I've been a junkie. I know what it's like when something doesn't feel right. Something like codeine. I was never a codeine guy.
Any of that shit makes my stomach hurt.
Yeah, it makes my stomach hurt. I puke right up. I get dizzy.
I give them to people.
I got a little bit addicted to those Tylenol PMs my first semester of college.
And what did you feel like in the morning?
I slept till 2. I felt okay if I got that much sleep. If I could sleep till 2, if I had like a late class.
You got to sleep 12 hours.
But then the thing is, I couldn't sleep without it, and I couldn't not sleep in school. So I waited until I had a long weekend or something to get off of them and get back on the sleep schedule. Like if I didn't take them for a while, I wouldn't sleep. So I can't that's why I love doing these edibles.
No, I don't. I can't see feeling that shitty in the morning. My friend gave me 0.5 Valiums, and he's right. When he gets home, there's nights I'm going to do comedy. I'm going to leave, like last night. I had to leave in the middle of the night. I slept 4 fucking hours last night when I was leaving Minneapolis. So yesterday in the afternoon, after breakfast, about 11, I pop a 0.5. I watched Saturday, whatever the fuck I was telling you guys, and at the point that they went to the guy's house to get the girl back, I shut it off. On Beverly Hills Cop, I shut it off. I took a 2.5 hour little fucking siesta. I woke up, I put a little coffee together in my room, I drank a cup of coffee, I wrote a little bit, and then I went and lifted fucking weights for an hour. That 2 hours of that little nap, that thing saves me a fucking ton of. And I went to my room last night when I got off stage, not even when I ate my little 0.5 Valium before I even got paid last night. I put my check in my pocket. I took pictures of people. I went to my room last night. I drank some water. I was already packed. I shut the lights off at 12:30. Next thing I know, my phone was ringing. It was 5 in the fucking morning. That's how I roll, man. I love those little fucking things, but I won't get hooked on them. I slept this afternoon without them. You know, I'll space them out. I'll eat them on the road. When I'm home, I don't need shit because I'm working out a little bit more. I'm walking a little bit more, so I'm more fucking tired. I'm talking to this fucking Ganook on the phone. What's the matter with you, Lee?
Nothing.
You're all fucked up today. What's the matter? We didn't give you nothing.
At least tell him the truth. No, I'm good, man. This is hitting me hard.
It's hitting you hard. What do you got going on, Tarzan? So are you doing the podcast again? Is your partner back?
Yeah, he just had a baby girl, his second baby, and we're back to recording now. Yep, the CrabFeast. You can check us out on All Things Comedy and iTunes and thecrabfeast.com.
And you go on the road a lot or no?
Not a lot, no. But I'll be in St. Louis, actually. Go to ryansickler.com. My date's on there. I think it's Friday the 6th, something like that. I'm at
club?
I'm at a place called Jesus Christ, Ryan.
Jesus Christ, Ryan Sickler.
It's Blueberry Hill. Blueberry Hill. I'm down at Blueberry Hill Friday.
You by
me,
yourself?
I'm headlining that show, and there's a couple local guys that are going to be up on the bill too.
And what's Blueberry Hill, a bar?
Yeah, it's a bar down in like the square, I think, down in St. Louis. You've been to St. Louis?
I've been there before. I'm there in February at Helium. They're opening up.
Oh, yeah,
I think
okay.
it's open already. You might as well go to fucking Helium. Telling you fucking.
I'm in town to do a benefit show Saturday, and I always like to get in town early and do my own show before I go do that because I can't, I got to do 20 minutes of clean material. I can't do what I want to do Friday night.
And how many kids you got?
2.
How old?
My stepson is 12, and my daughter just turned 1 a few days ago.
And how's the stepson working with you? You tight with him?
Awesome. Yeah, we're tight, and he loves his little sister. She loves him. Yeah, we're good. He's a typical. I don't have any trouble with him outside of him being a typical 12-year-old boy who's 7th grade starting to come into his own and think he's the shit.
Does he have a relationship with his dad?
He has a relationship with his dad, but his dad doesn't see him much, maybe once or twice a month, and it's a Saturday and bring him back Sunday, or usually takes him out to his parents, his grandparents, who I actually have a relationship with. I'll go drop him off up there. But I'm every day in the house. I'm the dad there.
It's like a couple months ago I was really adamant about connecting with my daughter.
We talked about this, I remember.
And the more I think about it, it's like I'm done. I'm out. I really, I just heard different things from different people. And I've never wanted to be that guy. Like, I didn't want to show up in Aspen and knock on her door and tell her whatever the fuck I got to tell her. And then a year from now, she catches me one day when I'm in a half a mood, and I tell her exactly what I feel. And I don't know. These are the reasons why. It's a fucking horror story getting divorced in this country.
Dude,
it's a fucking.
It is. I know so many people going through it. Especially here in California, it's a no-fault state, and if you're married for 10 years, then you owe alimony for life. 10 years for life. So you can move in. Like let's say you're a woman, you're the breadwinner, and your husband cheats on you, and you get a divorce. You owe him alimony, and he can have another woman move in your house, and as long as he doesn't marry her, you still gotta pay his ass alimony. It's so fucking crooked. It's so wrong. But it is a horror show.
That's a third of it.
You're right about that.
What happens with the kids and the parents' detachment is something that had me fucked up for years. I can't lie to anybody. It really, really had me snorting, whatever excuse I wanted to make. I'm not that type of guy that I'd be crying, but just the pain of it, I had a child snatched from me. Snatched. However it was done. It was done legally, illegally. I fed into it, and then I bought into it, And I bought into the notion that I was just interfering. I know what it's like to have an interference. They were trying to put a family together, I was somebody who at 5 o'clock, they had to stop what they were doing to come meet me, to come pick up their child, and didn't know what the fuck they were going to expect. And then every other Sunday. And then there was my situation. So what do I do here? I'm this fucking crazy coke guy that's trying to become a comedian. And on Wednesdays from 2 to 5, I stop my life from 2 to 7 and I have this 5-year-old girl, which I know nothing about raising a 5-year-old girl except that you give them love and you spoil them and you tell them you love them or whatever. And I was doing that wrong according to them. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like I was just interfering. I wanted to be a part of her life, not some guy that showed up 2 days a fucking week and had no say at all in her life. That's just an interference. That's a fucking uncle. That's a fucking uncle. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to go down as that fucking uncle. And now I think about it and I go, what do I gain? What do I gain now? What do I gain? What do I
From
fucking
contacting
gain?
her?
What do I gain? What the fuck do I gain? I gain nothing. I gain what? A face? What do I gain?
What are you looking for?
I'm not looking for anything.
Then nothing.
I don't know what I'm looking for anyway.
I mean, if
she contacted me, do I love her to death? Yeah. Do I want the best for her? Yes. But what can I do at this point? I know, guys.
How old is she?
She's 25, 26, and listen, I'm not retarded. I'm not a genius, but I know at some point I got to tell my story, and I don't want to tell my story. I don't want to tell my story. I don't think it's necessary for her to know it. I don't want it to go out that way. When I write the book, I'm going to put a chapter in there about what happened, my opinion of what happened. You know, that's my side of what happened and what I felt at the time, what was happening. You know, I didn't give up at comedy. I don't give up easily. But I knew in that relationship, in that part of my life, I was going nowhere. I was going to have a child 10 hours every other week, guys. 10 hours every other week. That's nothing. That's what are those people that visit you when you don't have a dad? They
A
come
big
to you,
brother.
a big brother. That's what the fuck I was. A fucking big brother. That's what I wanted to be, a big fucking brother with no say, and people telling me I was always wrong, and I was, you know.
But couldn't it also be great? Like, there has to be a possibility.
There was no possibility at that time.
No, not then, but I'm saying now.
Yeah.
Like, if you continue with it.
I think when you're ready to hear her story, you'll be ready to tell your story. That. If and when that happens, that's when it'll be.
I got a bad
That's
story.
all it can be. Yeah.
I got a bad story.
Right.
And
I'm not talking about her past. Excuse me, her past story. I'm talking about her current and future story. Like, if you're ready to hear that, then you'll be ready to share yours, because that's the only way you're going to be able to get that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you keep talking. You've mentioned it a couple of times. So I know there's something in you is curious
I just remember
about it.
because
Yeah.
we talked about it last
We did.
time.
I mean, I don't mean to be rude, and I hope this doesn't come off poorly, but both of you have parents who've passed away. Like, don't you think, like, her, even though she's going to be really mad at you, don't you think she's, like, when you guys have wanted, like, even though you might have been mad at your mother for dying early, when you wanted her to come back, like, it just seems like it could be pretty awesome.
Lee, there's so much fucking shit. Listen, she's a 25-year-old kid, all right? I had a great relationship with her up to a point. And then I had to live my life. I had to find out who the fuck and what I was going to do with my life. I couldn't sit there and be this person I really wasn't. I was doing blow 4 nights a week. I was living off returns. I was living like a fucking pimp, eating 3 meals a day out, living on returns, bringing back espresso machines and carpets and lawn mowers, whatever I could walk into the fucking customer service with, I picked it up. A toaster, whatever the fuck it was, sandals, whatever the fuck got me $100 for the day. And I had 19 malls to choose from Wyoming all the way up to Denver, and I'd start all over again, you know. That's how I was making a living. If I wasn't doing that, I was working at the sports betting service, which I was getting high 4 nights a fucking week. That's what I was doing with my money. I couldn't have been a dad in reality. I couldn't have been a dad to myself. I was sleeping 2 hours a fucking day. I would get it on Wednesdays and have to get Chinese food on the arm. You know? That's
Chinese Ron?
Yeah, no, that's before Ron, after Ron, the other guy. There was just 1,000 stories. But there was love there, and I was trying to do something. You know what I'm saying? I was never going to get the chance to fucking accomplish it, not with their fucking brow beatings. We were going to be in court once a month. You know what it cost you to go to court once a month?
Yeah,
a lot of
that's-
money.
3,000-4,000 fucking
That's
dollars.
the biggest racket right
Come
there.
on, guys.
It
I was
is.
getting killed here.
Dragging that shit
So
through
I don't
court
want
and
to tell my
attorneys,
story. She's going to come with a story. She's going to tell me why she hasn't contacted me. There's a reason why she hasn't raised her hand. There's a reason, guys. Okay? Something was told to her that there's a reason why she's not raising her hand. And it was told to her by her mother and her grandfather. I know how this racket works. So, and I don't want to go back and forth with nobody. Not at this age. I got a second chance. I'm going to go back and try to fucking redo history. Listen, I got 1,000 question marks in my life. I would love to go back for a week to New York City and go to Weehawken in Union City and find out the name of my mom's businesses and what name of a license she got on and, you know, what was left over, the reason why she sold, all that stuff. I would love to have time to fucking find all that shit out. But what would I do with what I'm living right now? What would I do? I got 1,000 things on my plate right now. I just can't put them away because I want to dig up a fucking cold case from 1983, you know? Okay. Yeah.
Inspector Diaz.
Yeah, I want to find out what the fuck happened, you know? Where were you thinking? You know, I reach out to people from time to time, man. And I gotta tell you, it hurts my feelings. They don't even contact me back.
You know, I'm a big believer in therapy. I've gone to therapy quite often, and one of the things that I learned, and I don't have a relationship with my mother, and because we had a bad one. It wasn't that we had none; we had a bad one. Her leading the way, and I don't know how long ago it was, maybe 8 years ago. I decided that I was just going to forgive her. I was going to forgive her for. I wasn't speaking for the family. I wasn't a representative for my father or my brothers. This was me talking for me and me only. And I called her, and she was blown away. And, and she's like, you hate me. And I said, listen, over the years I've learned a few things, and this is my own opinion of it, but in order to love someone, you have to have a strong, positive relationship with them. In order to hate someone, I believe you have to have a strong, negative relationship with them. I think there needs to be a relationship for hate. And the fact is, I don't know you. You don't know me. You don't know my favorite color. You don't know what I like to eat. You don't know anything. And she's just crying, and I'm like, so I don't hate you because I don't know you. I really don't even know who you are. But I forgive you. And nothing changed. Nothing changed. And then I felt like a fool for doing it, and I was talking to one of my therapists, and one of the truest things that I've heard is that you can't forgive someone who isn't asking for forgiveness. This woman wasn't asking me to be forgiven. It's something that I was offering to make myself feel better, ultimately, and it backfired. It didn't change. It didn't do anything. And, if someone's not coming to you and saying, hey, I'm sorry, I'm asking for forgiveness, can you forgive me for this, and calling themselves out, then they don't really think they did anything wrong. So you're offering them something that they're not buying, they're not interested in, they're not whatever. That's a thing for you. And then I realized that, in hindsight, and I was like, God, because it burned me. It made me feel like a fucking asshole and a fool for a minute. But, I tried something and it didn't work, and, it is what it is at this point.
I forgave one of the biggest pains I had in my life. I forgave my stepdad. I don't know why. I don't. To this day, I wrestle with it back and forth. What he did to me between 79 to 85 was just amazing, what we went back and forth, and there's two sides to every story. And I even compromised by myself. I said, I was looking for money. I was saying, what the fuck happened to my mom's money? There's a house, there's this, there's that. And he's like, well, on the other side, there's a $500,000 in debt you don't know about, that I knew about. I knew that was legit, And I had painted the drugs and the pain, had painted this picture that had this money owed to me. And it created this person inside of me, I was going to kill him. So for years, when I went to Colorado in 83, was to let the situation cool down and for me to come back and kill him. That was it. That was the situation.
It's so matter of
That was
fact.
it.
Yeah.
Very plain and simple.
Do you look at timeline?
At that time, that was where my head was at.
I like how you were letting it cool down to return to kill somebody.
Oh, no, it was horrible.
You would think it would be
went to
amped
war.
up to kill
listen,
somebody.
my mom died. Yes, I took one of the things out of there and I had a party in the house. But he locked me out of there. He changed the locks. I was never allowed to go into my childhood home again. There was no Social Security. I mean, the list went on. And he added to it by not helping out. But I didn't want his help. In a way, I hurt his feelings when I decided to move with somebody other than him. You know, I think he would have helped me if I would have moved in. There's a lot of back and forth here. But the bottom line is that I spoke to a friend of mine that I grew up with about 6 months ago, and she goes, you know that before he died and my mom died, they didn't speak for about 6 years. And I go, really? That's weird. I didn't know that. She goes, yeah, because one night he came over and my mom went off on him for not helping you. And I go, in your heart, do you really think that he should have helped me? And she goes, everybody believes he should have helped you. And deep down inside, I know this. I'm the type of guy, I'm not fucking that dumb. I knew he should have gave me $30,000 and set me up, and just by what my mom had done for him. And I was fucking really mad, man. And in '85, I came back in '84, and I had the thoughts going back and forth. But people were like, you know what, you want to stay away from him at this point in his life. And I was doing my own craziness. And I left in '85, and I came back in '91, and I went up there looking for him, and we talked, and we both looked at it from a different perspective. And he never gave me a dime. I forgave him. But there's moments, once, twice a month, that I go, I can't believe that this guy, because at the end he left like $1 million. And then I went to his house. I spoke to his ex-wife, his wife at the time. I went over there, and I thought she would go in the room and at least give me my father's jewelry. And she took that jewelry and that cash, and then she got diagnosed with cancer. And then her brother got the cash, then he got diagnosed with cancer.
Jesus, you don't want that money.
No, that's what I'm saying.
That's poison.
That money was poison from the start. So in a way, I always thought that I would get it later on in my life. Something would happen that money would come to me in a different light. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's how I forgave them in a way. When it comes to my ex-wife, Jacqueline's mother, Jackie Ball's mother, I don't see it at all. I don't see it at all. From a Catholic to a human being, I don't see it at all. As Lee, as my friend, and you're a great guy, I could never sit here like a regular fucking American and tell you that I can forgive him. You have no idea the thoughts that come to my mind even today.
If you had to guess, what would you say she was going to say you did? Like, why was she so angry?
She probably talked a lot about the kidnapping. You know, she probably said a lot about he's a kidnapper, he did this and that. She probably, just told her that. And in a way, listen, she told her the truth. I was out of my fucking mind. You know what I'm saying? But she forgot to tell her the other truth, that I really loved this child, that this child was the only family I had in the fucking world. You know, this was everything I had. This was it. When she came home and said she wanted to get a divorce, I was fine with it. I understand that people don't last forever. But I was also sold a bill of lading that said that I was going to have a relationship with this child full time. And then I was like, then one day she just moved out of her parents' house without telling me, moved her into a guy's house. That right there is grounds for fucking chopping your head off.
Yeah.
Where I come from, that right there is grounds for chopping your fucking head off. I was paying everything. I used to pick the child up at daycare and walk her back to my place. Then she'd pick her up. And then one day I would call her at night. Let me say goodbye night to Jackie. They're not here. What the fuck you mean then? And the mother was, that's why I never really talked to the mother again, because the mother was in the middle of everything. And I understood she felt bad, whatever. But I can never see me forgiving Jackie's mother. And I put that out publicly. It was just too much. It's still too much. I've called 3 times and had her just to call me back. I just want to say I love her and I was thinking about it. Oh, Jackie's busy. She just went through a relationship and she's still mourning my father who died 2 years ago, so she can't pick up a fucking phone. So I don't know what they're telling them. I guarantee all the gifts I sent and everything, nothing was ever given to her. All the letters I sent, nothing was ever given to her. I guarantee nothing. I guarantee everything was dodged and thrown away. And they told her I never sent anything. So these are the things I know that, I know she probably told her about the drugs. That's for damn sure.
But I meant more along the lines of like you as a husband. Like why would she be mad at you?
I let it down, dog. A woman has a dream. Not every woman, but most women have a dream that someday the fucking quarterback's gonna fucking propose to them. A woman wants security. One thing I am guilty of in this whole thing, I was a shitty husband. You're right, Lee. I got married for the wrong reasons. I got married. I was young. I had no idea what marriage was or a fucking relationship. I got married because I knocked a woman up. Which pro and con, I can't support it or not support it. At least I gave it a try. It just didn't work. I was a horrible husband, Lee, because I didn't know what a husband was.
How old were you when you got married?
23.
Oh, God. That would have been terrible.
24, 25, doesn't really matter. I wasn't ready for it. I didn't know what the fuck it was. I didn't know what you had to feel for somebody. When I look at my wife, Terry, now, and I look at her in the kitchen stand, I still love her more than ever. I love Terry more than fucking ever, Tonight I went to kiss her, and the baby was there, and the baby pushed her away from me. Stop.
No problem.
No, what'd she say today? She said something today. She was very funny today. Today we both left the house fucking laughing. But that was tonight in the kitchen. I went to kiss my wife, and she stepped right in there. Stop. Stop. What do you got planned this week, Lee? What's happening? I'm going to fucking Fort Lauderdale to the Improv.
My dad's excited.
I know. It's 4 days to Dickie fucking Syatt. Does Dick Syatt have a car?
Yeah.
Dick Syatt might be giving me a fucking ride. Wednesday night.
You're gonna be your
We're on
Uber
a
down
mission
there.
from fucking Satan. I throw him a couple yards. I'm gonna have to go to deep into Miami. I do have to go deep into Miami either fucking Wednesday night or I have to do it Thursday in the daytime. So I'm thinking of doing is getting back to my room, taking a shower, eating a nice dinner, and then taking a fucking car down to Miami, hanging out in Miami for 2-3 hours. I gotta see these people, let them do their thing, and then I go back to my room and everything's beautiful. I wake up in the morning, take a shower, and I'm out of it. You know what I'm saying? I really gotta go see these people I grew up with, man. That people.
You excited?
I'm always excited. I'm always excited to go on the road. You know that? I hate the fucking thought of it. I hate the whole thing. I was thinking about Lee driving me this week because I got to be there at like 8 in the morning. That's a shitty time to fly out. I like flying out at 5, 6, 8 o'clock. I got to fucking drive in traffic on Wednesday. God damn it. But you know what, man? Once you're on stage Thursday night, it's a fucking good time. And that's it, Lisa.
Yeah,
I'm working.
Fun.
I'm fucking working, Ryan Sickler.
You sure as fuck
How many
are.
fucking comedians? This is why you get into this. You get into this to finally for people to want to go see you and people want to talk to you and they want to buy a shirt and they want to talk to you about fucking Lee or whatever. This is why you do this. I have the opportunity. This is why I do this now. I hate when people call me for stupid auditions now. You're not going to get me to audition on a Thursday and cancel now. I got an investment now. I want to go on Thursday night and see these people. There's 150 people that come on Thursday with joints and hits of acid for Lee
Yeah.
and shit like that. What the fuck, man? Let's do some fucking sponsors and we'll get the fuck out of here. All right, people? Listen, your time is precious and you want to feed your mind with the best of what's out there. But who the hell's got time to sit through all the nonsense on the internet? For those of us who want premium content and don't have time to waste finding it, there's Next Issue. Next Issue is a mobile app that lets you tap directly into the world's most popular magazines anytime, anywhere, using your phone or your tablet. All right? Iconic magazines they have like People, Vogue, Esquire, Time, and more. And Next Issue lets you dive deeper into the story with interactive content for richer reading experience. Sign up for Next Issue right now. You'll get immediate access to all the top magazines, including back issues and exclusive videos and photos. They have the best content around and the topics that you want most about. Listen, they got Teen Vogue, Sports Illustrated for Kids, Yoga Journal, Working Mother, They got Us Weekly, Time, The New Yorker, Star, Sports Illustrated, People, OK, and the list goes on and on and on. Do me a favor, all right? Here's the best thing. Next Issue's offering you a free trial right now when you go to nextissue.com/Joey. That's nextissue.com/Joey, all right? Again, try Next Issue for free right now. Go to nextissue.com/Joey and you tap into all the magazines that are going on right now. Lee's used it.
It's a great app if you travel. If you have any time that you're just like on a train, it'd be great because you can download them. You don't have to be on the internet, and they're like full color magazines. It's not like just the text, because sometimes you go read news online and it'll just be text. These are the full color magazines, and some of them have some like video content with them. It's pretty great, and they have back issues too. It's not just like the most recent one. You can go back.
So you got Runner's World, Rolling Stone, you got Food and Wine, you got the Food Network, you got Fortune, you got Forbes, you got basically everything at your fingertips. If you fly, you download it before you fly.
Yeah.
You're sitting there for 5 hours like a mook, or you use the Wi-Fi on the plane. Do me a favor. Go to nextissue.com right now, all right? And go nextissue.com/Joey and get a free trial offer right now. That's it. That's all I got to tell you guys. Also, why fuck around? You're like, Joey, you flew today and you're in a good mood. You're all ho-hum. You know why? Because I took the fucking Alpha Brain. That's why before I flew. That's right. And then when I land, before I fucking land, I drink a little powder, turn around 180. I went home, I took a 2-hour nap, I ate some pasta fazool, and I'm here in a good mood. I got energy. You know why? Fucking onit.com. That's why. They give you the best in fucking supplements. You understand me? They ain't fucking around over there. From the T Booster to the fucking
the Shroom Tech Immune, the Shroom Tech Sport,
the Hemp Force Protein, the cocoa, fucking tastes delicious. I mean, we're not fucking around there. But do me a favor. Go to onit.com right now. Look at the great selection of supplements that they have, from the tea supplement to the coconut oil to dip in your coffee. They're doing it right over there on it. They're at Whole Foods now. They ain't fucking around. Go to onit.com. If you see something you like, go to the box and press in.
Church.
Boom! Get 10% off your first order. They also have a Stay On It program. It gets delivered right to your door. That saves you time and money and energy. Go to onit.com right now. They got a great product, okay? Number 2, I want to give a shout out to my motherfuckers over there at hittycigs.com right now. Electronic cigarettes, taking it to the next limit. 1,200 puffs per fucking cigar. You know what? That lasts you a fucking month. Right now they're running a deal, 5 for $50. So you get a cigar, you get a 24 milligram, 16, 8, 0. I don't know what the fucking numbers are, but who gives a fuck? They're running a deal you can't lose. Go to Hitty Cigs right now and try out the cigar at least. Go to the box and press in.
Joey's Church.
Boom! And what do they get off?
5 for 50.
5 for 50. That's what you get. Number 3, naileditlife.com. You want a vapor pen? That's where you go to right now. Naileditlife.com. They got the best vapor pen out there in the market. Right now they're running a special, 20% off. That used to be $50. That means it's $40 now, right? Do the math. Why are you bothering me? For California residents, they have Los Gummies Hermanos, whether it's the little gummy bear or the white chocolate that tastes delicious, or ricotta, plus they fucked you up. We gave one to Raz Dude. He went missing for 3 days. Go to naileditlife.com right now and press in
Joey Diaz.
Boom! And get, what do they get?
20% off.
20% off your vapor pen, all right? So you got Next Issue giving you a free trial offer. You got On It giving you 10% off. You got Hitty Cigs, and you got Nailed It Life. Who's better than you? I'm very interested in this next issue. This next issue is a good deal for you guys.
Especially if you have like a tablet, because it gets bigger, or like my giant phone.
Okay, go to Next Issue and get your free trial offer, all right? Besides that, I want to thank Ryan Sickler for coming in on a Sunday night and fucking around with us. I want to thank my main man, Lee Syatt, for taking it to the next motherfucking level. That's it. That's all I got to say.
All right, but